Hey everybody, Sammy here at SFI Sports Cards, back with another video. Today is March 4th, and today we're going to look at some items that I picked up at an antique store way back Thanksgiving time. Now, I originally had video that I was going to show along with the items that I picked up, but this antique store was huge. It was like 4 stories, and I had 7, 8 different videos. I was going to combine them. But there was a lot of Christmas music, and I think it would have been copyrighted. So I just decided not to add it to this video. But my second time visiting this antique store, which is in Syracuse, New York. I believe it's called Syracuse Antiques Exchange. The first time I went, over a year and a half ago, picked up some pretty cool stuff. Like I said, this stuff I'm going to show you right now was from like a year and a half ago that I've probably shown before. That's 58 Maz. Pretty good condition here, despite the centering. And also found this. I bought it ungraded for 10 bucks. And I sent it in. And there you can see the grade. I pretty much bought it because of this back. Love 73 backs. This one looks really clean. Must be SGC thought so as well. Picked that up and shown this before. The original Daily News. Henry Aaron hitting 715. It's all intact. It's got a little tear there, but not too bad. But you can see the date here, Tuesday, April 9th, 1974. So that was really cool. It wasn't 15 cents. I think I paid 20 bucks for it. But glad I have it, a part of history. So this time, when I went, they had some nice stuff there. A lot of it was not exactly in the condition I wanted it to be in. And they wanted a higher price than I would have paid. But found some stuff. Probably the coolest thing I saw there, they had a baseball signed by the 1955 Yankees, the whole team. And it was bought from Jim Constanti's store, sports store. I think they wanted $2,000 for it. It was in a display case locked up, so I didn't really get it too good of a look, but pretty neat. However, did find some stuff. Not as good as when I went there prior, but either way, found a couple things. First, I've found in Dollar Box this Jeremy Burnett auto from 92 Upper Deck prospect card. And also found a Sean Green auto from the same set. Now, these must have been signed the same day, because Sean Green came up with Toronto, and Toronto's AAA team at the time was the Syracuse Chiefs. So he played with them in 1994. And Jeremy Burnett came up with the Mets, and in 94 played for the Norfolk Tides. And they were in the same minor league division, the International League. So I'm assuming probably signed the same day. Norfolk was probably visiting Syracuse at the time, so thought these were decent. I'm not big on autos, but they're in a dollar box, so can't go wrong, right? For a dollar. Two heavy hitters from the 90s. Both had long careers. Recognizable names if you watched baseball back then. What else? Oh, another one from the dollar box. I found this 1971 Rookie Stars from the Detroit Tigers. Laron LeGros and Gene Lamont. Now, LeGros, he had a 10-year career. Probably most notably, he was involved in an incident, 1972 playoffs against Oakland. There's actually a quote I found when asked who was his toughest opposing hitter. He replied, Hellerick and Bradsby, who was a manufacturer of Louisville bats, Louisville Slugger. Now, why he answered this is because in that 1972 playoff, he hit Bert Campaneris. And Campaneris hurled his bat at the mound. And LeGros, he ducked at the last second. It would have hit him in the head. And at the time, Tigers manager Billy Martin and one other player, I'm trying to remember from reading, I believe it was Willie Horton. They both had to be restrained from going after Campaneris. So there's a little story on LeGros. And Gene Lamont, I remember him being the Chicago White Sox manager in 1993 when they made the ALCS and lost to the Toronto Blue Jays, who were pretty much unbeatable that year. But he was the White Sox manager in 93. And they had a great year. Frank Thomas was the MVP. And they also had the Cy Young Award winner that year, too, which was Jack McDowell. I just thought this looked great. It was probably, I mean, it was in a 5,000 count box, so I didn't go through every card. But this one looks really good. So picked it up for $1. I'm glad I found it, actually. So, got those 3 cards. Also, found this for, I think it was like $2. 1991 Topps. Found this in a sleeve, this dual sleeve. Box bottoms. We got, Dewey Evans here, Carlton Fisk. Lucked out. We got Ricky Henderson. And, of course, why wouldn't Alfredo Griffin be on here? Now, I've said on previous videos, out of all the packs I've ever pulled in my life, Alfredo Griffin, without a doubt, had to be the player I pulled the most often. And he had a good career too. Played for LA at this point, Toronto, Oakland. So he was pretty good, pretty decent player. Obviously being on box bottom with Dwight Evans, Fisk, Henderson, not too shabby. And one other item I picked out was, actually I'm not going to cover that stuff in the back. I put it up for a reason. You can see a couple Drysdales back here. We have the 61 and one of my favorite cards that I own, 1963. No coincidence that I put it next to this Floating Heads card. 63 authentic. At first I was kind of disappointed getting this non-grade, but I don't really care too much. It looks awesome. You got Koufax, Gibson, Drysdale in the middle, Dick Farrell, and Billy Odell. This is the strikeout leaders card. But I got Drysdale up here a couple times because I also picked up this 1967 Topps pinup. Found this of Drysdale for $5. Now these are paper thin. And actually at the bottom here, I'll point this out to you for no reason. You can see it's a little torn here, but I tried to keep it together. I'm not going to put tape on it. Figured I'd just leave it in this sleeve. There's nothing on the back, so. But I found it $5. I'm like, yes, 1967, Don Drysdale. Unless I was looking for this, in particular on eBay or something, I probably never would come across it ever again. So, well, that was neat. So, yeah, those are the items I picked up from the antique store. I haven't really bought anything new lately, to be honest. Actually, I bought something today off of eBay, but that'll be for another video. I am planning on going to a show in Syracuse this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I won't go both days, but it's one of the longest running shows in the country. They've been running the show since 1974. So, haven't been to a show in a while, so hopefully nothing comes up the last second that I can't make it. So, might as well take, the 30, 40 minute trip out there and see what they got at this show. I don't think it's majority modern. I think it's pretty even as far as modern and vintage, but we'll see. Won't know till I get there. So, there we go. Some pretty nice items. This, like I said, this is from Thanksgiving. But some pretty cool stuff. But thanks for watching. Glad you guys could stop in for a bit. I will try to get some videos out in a more reasonable fashion. I've only been doing like one a week, but I got to get into it a little bit more. So, like I said, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care out there.